I'm a marketing director within a large scientific company, and this, when I say large, it's 100,000 people, over 40 billion in revenue, and it's highly complex. And yeah, I have a scientific background. I manage a marketing team, and I believe that there's a huge untapped potential in our culture and in individuals. So that's how I lead and how I, manage my team basically. Before I joined coaching certification, I was just looking for a way to help my colleagues come out of stress and basically bring out their best selves at work. I saw a hell of a lot of untapped potential in my colleagues, particularly my female colleagues in the mid-management level, and they were holding back on stepping into the next role, complaining about career stagnation at the same time, feeling burnt out and stressed. And I completely got all of that because I was like that for about 5 years in my job here. So I decided to go through my own journey. I went through a program of coaching, came out the other side, and it was so transformative. I felt compelled to learn more and see how I could help in my company. And what I was looking for was to be able to get the tools myself and to be able to unleash them where I was. But I was also looking specifically for specifically for tools that got deeper, that went deeper into emotions, limiting beliefs, and just all the things that get in our way from being brilliant. And that's why I ended up with you. I couldn't find that anywhere else, frankly. And I could see that coaching would be important, but I wanted to particularly go after women who I felt that were really important to redress the balance and correct the cultural issues that I think we have in our organizations today. And we just need more authentic female leadership. So that's why I went with you, because you seem to offer all of that in a very accessible way. I thought I was going in to get some tools to help my colleagues. What I actually got was tools to help myself be a better leader and to help my colleagues. So what I realized that these are so cutting edge, these tools, that bringing that, you can't just, well, I didn't feel I could just bring them in and people would just accept that. I needed to bring them in and show the way and show a different way. And, I needed to do both those things and get over my own inhibitions about that. So you helped me in so many ways to get over myself, to try something new, to be brave and courageous, and shed some of the other stuff that I was carrying around, which was saying, who are you to do this? And all of that imposter kind of behavior that I had layered on. And so I found the confidence to move through it and also to help others. So I think that's what I got out of it myself. Well, I started off coaching women on a one-to-one basis, because the coaching certification basically, you have to go and take some coaching clients through the practice clients through the program. I started that and the results were fantastic. And I thought, well, I'll keep going with that. So I did more following that. And every single one of them has had a breakthrough at some level. I've coached, nearly 12 women now, and half of them got promoted, either halfway through the program or shortly afterwards, which wasn't one of my KPIs or anything like that, but definitely they've become unstuck from a career point of view. But also what I've seen is just a level of stress that's just gone down and shedding the behaviors that just wear us down through life, and trying to be all things to everybody. So I've seen that across the board with all of those coaching on a one-to-one level. And then as I gave talks and I gave little seminars and I took part in team meetings and I was invited to other things, and people kept coming to me and going, can I be coached by you? And I thought, there's only one of me, what am I going to do? So I then began a program, and I've just, I'm nearly finished with the pilot, which is just 12 women, which I've split into two, just to take them through the program that you go through on the coaching certification. And it's been astounding. It really has. I mean, I thought that the tools were cutting edge, but they've taken to them. They've completely understood the things we talk about, like the power types. That was not hard to explain, and I thought it would be, but it was not. And they've done their homework and are bubbling over with excitement and sharing things. And I'm seeing some shifts. Some people are coming to me and going, "Oh, this has really, really helped me." And that's what I wanted to do, because I feel like we need to have more authentic female leaders in our organization, and we're going to have to do that by helping them through this, and shedding some of the behaviors. So I've done it on a one-to-one level, and I've taken it into a small cohort, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. And I'm determined to take it further. But I'm also a marketing director. So what I also want to do, and what I am doing, is leading through example. So it's not just coaching women on the side, which I am doing, but also showing a different way of leadership in my marketing director role. So I go in and I'm just different, but also not worried about being different, if you see what I mean. This is the really interesting thing. I thought I would get resistance. I worried about that, but it's been the total opposite. I mean, it's literally like the doors have been opened, and I have so many opportunities to either speak, go on panels. I get people coming to me for advice or just participation and things to help the organization. So I think there's definitely an open door now to a different way of leading. And that's what I'm seeing. So it's been received really warmly. I've had support from my company to go through the trainer's certification following the coaching. They also paid for the coaching certification as well, and gave me that time to take the intensives. So they've been really, really supportive. And all I needed to do was ask, which I was never going to do without the tools you gave me. Ask for what you need. That was a biggie for me. This is the thing that gets me out of the mire and the rubbish that we feel every day, whether it's dealing with new prime ministers or the inflation and all of the hassle of a Q4 in a very competitive environment. It's having a vision for where I'm taking this. And it's just more inclusive, more kind, more empathetic organizations that work just better. There's no more silo behavior and protecting your staff. It's much more collaborative. And for that, we just need to change the way we relate to each other. So that's my vision, is that becomes normal. And my daughters growing up won't have to battle to get into the boardroom because of their sex. It'll be normal to recruit C-suite women, but we're far from that at the moment. But I feel that is completely possible, and we don't have to kill ourselves in the process and sacrifice ourselves in order to get there. So that's my vision. I feel that there's lots of milestones on the way, and getting out there with this story and role modeling this. I have not got a particular need to ascend the ladder or anything like that. I just want to influence change for the better.